Maria Mercedes Ferri. Christianity was announced in China from the 5th century and was able to flourish quietly in the following centuries. But from the first decade of the 17th century, things changed. The emperor was upset on the strong influence of neighboring Japan, hostile to Christianity, and it gave rise to persecutions, some open, others veiled, until the middle of the 19th century, which led to the death of many missionaries and many Chinese laymen, destroying many churches. Today we remember a late Chinese catechist, Yi Zhenmei, who represents the thousands and thousands of local martyrs who have been able to face torment and death at the hands of compatriots, especially for political and economic reasons or intolerance and envy, triggered the long and bloody persecutions against the religion of what they called the hated foreigners. Ji Shengmei was born on January 17, 1815, in Sichuan, China. She was the youngest of five siblings. Her father was a Catholic recently converted from Buddhism. At the age of 12, she took the name of Lucia and consecrated herself to the Lord. When her parents, according to custom, betrothed her, Lucia Ji feigned madness, thus ending the marriage agreements. She resumed her studies to become a schoolteacher and dedicated herself to growing her spiritual life. She learned to teach catechism and spent her days in silence between housework, caring for the sick, and the catechetical apostolate. As a young adult, she decided to separate from the family and went to live with the missionary sisters. Then she became seriously ill and had to return home. Some people invented shadows about her morality, but she endured it all peacefully and patiently, and when she was cured, she returned to her work. The Bishop of Huizhou entrusted her with the task of teaching catechism in the village of the Vicariate. Lucia G. at the same time helped the missionaries' work of Father Giovanni Petronel of the Foreign Missions of Paris, who had arrived in China in 1858. Lucia Yi was a great help to her father for the evangelization because she handled the language to communicate with the inhabitants. General Tiang Xinshu unleashed a persecution against Christians led by the White Nymph sect. They imprisoned Lucia Ji and also Father Neil, other religious catechists and faithful. They interrogated Lucia Ji and made favorable proposals if she would renounce the Christian religion. She firmly refused and therefore was sentenced to beheading. She accepted the sentence with dignity, rebelling only when they wanted to undress her before the sentence, managing to avoid such humiliation. She was beheaded on February 19, 1862, in Kaiyang, Waishu, China. She was 47 years old. That day, also Father Neil was killed, including three male catechists. Lucia G's headdress, bathed in blood, was brought home and placed on her seriously ill niece, Paola, and the girl healed instantly. Lucia G was canonized by John Paul II, along with 120 other Chinese martyrs. This is how Lucia Ji has gone into history because she gave her life to God, knowing that with God we always win.